You open your phone for no reason, just checking, and within 5 seconds, you see it. Someone your age announcing something big, new job, new skill, new milestone. And suddenly your day feels late. Nothing actually changed. Your life didn't get worse, but the feeling hits anyway. I'm behind. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. That feeling has almost nothing to do with time. You're not behind because you're slow. You feel behind because you're looking sideways. We don't experience life in isolation anymore. We experience it next to someone else's progress, someone else's highlight, someone else's perfectly timed update. And your brain treats that comparison like a deadline. You're failing. But pause for a second. Most of the people you think are ahead of you aren't actually ahead. They're just visible. You're seeing their results, their announcements, their finished moments. You're not seeing the confusion before it, the delays, the self-doubt, the half-finished versions that didn't work. So your brain fills in the gaps. It assumes they're confident, certain, done, and it assumes you're late. That's the trap. Feeling behind isn't about being unprepared. It's about absorbing timelines you never agreed to. At some point, your brain picked up a rule. By this age, I should be here. But who decided that? A post you scrolled past? A comparison you didn't ask for? Someone else's version of success? Once that rule exists, everything becomes evidence. If you rest, you're falling behind. If you hesitate, you're falling behind. If you take your time, something must be wrong. Even progress feels suspicious because it's not fast enough. Here's something uncomfortable. Most people aren't ahead. They're just moving loudly. They post while figuring things out. They announce before they understand. They act confident while improvising. Quiet progress doesn't look like progress online. It looks like nothing. And in a world that rewards updates, silence feels like stagnation, but real growth is slow by design. Skills take time. Clarity takes repetition. Confidence comes after mistakes. None of that fits cleanly on a timeline, so your brain creates a shortcut. It turns comparison into urgency, urgency into pressure, and pressure into shame. That's why feeling behind feels so heavy. It's not just stress, it's stress plus judgment. Judgment that says, if I were better, I'd be further. But being further doesn't mean being ready. A lot of people rush forward only to realize that they skipped something important. Understanding, stability, direction. You don't see that part, you only see the jump. So here's the reframe. You're not behind. You're just not on display. You're building privately in a public world. And that makes it feel like nothing is happening even when a lot is. Progress isn't a race, it's alignment. And alignment can't be rushed without breaking something later. So the next time that thought shows up, I'm behind. Ask a better question. Behind who? Behind which timeline? Behind whose definition of success? Because chances are you're not late. You're just early to a path that doesn't make noise yet. If this felt uncomfortably accurate, like the video and subscribe. I'll see you next time.